Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So we're going to do your 11th to the 17th of November 2019 reading. I'd like to show you the cards that we're using today for the week ahead, guys. We are using for your weekly check-in reading. And the weekly check-in reading is really a reading to give a lot of guidance on not just what's happening for the week, but it's just really guidance just overall. The week, weeks ahead, months ahead, that type of thing, and what the universe wants to say to you in that particular week. So we're using the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. We're also going to be using the Ethereal Visions Tarot by Matt Hughes, and also my professional edition of the Universal Tarot by Lo Scarabeo. And your advice cards come through the Art of Life cards. They're tarot cards, but they've got kind of quotes on them. We're also using for your 10 card love and your 10 card career reading for the week, guys, Blessed Be, which will be your advice, your spiritual advice for the week. The Dark Mansion Tarot, my favourite. I should be getting another deck of these for my birthday, hopefully. The smaller ones from my family. Oh my God. I told them to order them quick because my birthday's on the 18th, so I've got to order them quick for them to come in time. I love these cards so much. So we're using these, and also we're using the Tea Leaf Fortune cards as well. Just looking at advice through for love, and also, for love and wealth and career. All right, that's it. I'd like you guys to sit back and enjoy the reading. Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Just to let you know how the reading's going to go, we do your weekly check-in first. Then we have a look at more specifically your work, stroke finance, and we also have a look at your love life during the week. If you'd like to see a particular reading, so if you'd like to only look at your work reading or only your love reading or maybe just the general reading, timestamps are below. So you just click on the time and it will take you straight through to the reading that you want to view. I'd like to say, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me this week for your reading. And yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy. Okay, Virgo, we've got your cards down. Let's have a look at who you are between the 11th and the 17th of November 2019. Whoa, is that right? No, it's not. I keep putting these cards up reverse, and I shouldn't be. Some of you guys, sorry, I'll keep putting them up the wrong way. I know that I've put it the wrong way around. Okay, I've got them the right way. You guys are showing us the Ten of Cups. You've got lots of dreams going on, I think. I was just seeing what that second card is. So, you know, when you get the Seven, I'm just going to pull this one now. It's because of the Two of Cups. I think that you've got a vision. I think you've got a dream. I think if you're already in a relationship, I think you've got a lot of visions and dreams concerning this relationship. I think if you're not in a relationship, Virgo, you're dreaming about meeting your perfect soulmate with the Two of Cups, because this can easily be somebody who's dreaming about meeting their soulmate with the Seven of Cups and the Two of Cups as well. What is your goal for the week? Your goal is, I think it's it's the Page of Coins is the goal. So I think that your goal is to study someone very carefully. It's to study, when you get because he's got the Ace of Coins. So the Ace of Coins in terms of a love reading is all about building a new relationship. This is about building a connection with someone. This is, for me, a lot of readers call the Page of Coins, Virgo, you know, commitment. But to me, the Ace of Coins commitment. But to me, I don't think, well, how can that be a commitment? It's a seed. It's small. What we want to do is we want to nurture that seed. We want to plant it, and then we want to nurture it, water it, see how it goes, so it grows. So I think that with the Page of Energy here, Page of Coins energy, your goal is possibly, you can see that there is the potential here, because the coin is really the potential of the relationship. There is a solid potential here with the Ace of Coins. He's got it in his hands. It's the Page of Coins card, but he's got the solid potential in this relationship in his hand. And your goal is really to study this. Can you see how he's looking at it and studying it? So your goal is this week to study the potential in a relationship here, which is why I think that you have a vision, Seven of Cups energy, about a relationship that you're probably already in, and your goal is really to study that potential. Well, what is the real potential of us building something here in this relationship? What's the obstacle you need to overcome? the Ace of Cups energy. So I feel that the obstacle you need to overcome is, with the Ace of Cups, it can be infatuation. It can be that it can be about your imagination. There's too much imagination here, or there's too much kind of, this can be an illusionary card as well, the Ace of Cups energy, and that is an obstacle. The Ace of Cups is in the obstacle position. Maybe you're getting too emotionally involved too early with this Ace of Cups energy showing it. So maybe what you need to overcome, the obstacle you need to overcome, is that maybe for some of you Virgos, you're becoming too emotionally involved far too early on, maybe with the Ace of Cups. Maybe there's a little bit of an infatuation thing going on here, because it might be with the Ace of Cups energy, you don't really know who they are. Do you see what I mean? And that's what the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, they're both cards that can deal with somebody who is fantasizing. It can deal with somebody who's kind of living in the imagination. It can deal with somebody who's not being realistic about a relationship. And I get the impression that the obstacle that you need to overcome with the Ace of Cups energy is that you're living a little bit in the imagination here with the Ace of Cups. There's a little bit of obsessing going on about this person here. Sorry to say that, Virgo, but that's what I'm getting with the Ace of Cups energy, because you're dreaming here, Seven of Cups energy, about a relationship with someone. So this is someone that you're getting to know, I think, here. And what you're saying is my goal is to look at the potential. How viable is it that we could really build a relationship together? But I feel that the obstacle you need to overcome, also it might be that this is one-sided love. There's only one cup. Let's have a look at what you could be achieving by the end of the week. You've got well, it's nice. You've got an Ace of Coins now. You could be achieving, building the foundation, starting at least to plant the seed for this with the Ace of Coins energy. The problem is you need to overcome the obstacle of the Ace of Cups energy. I think this is more about being too emotionally involved. That's what I think is going on here. I think that the obstacle that you need to overcome is that you're far too emotionally involved here with the Ace of Cups energy showing up here. All right, if you can overcome that obstacles, you could literally start building, you could start planting a seed and building it. All right, in a healthy way, I would probably say with this Ace of Cups, because the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles is the feelings, the Ace of Cups, the feelings becoming form with the Ace of Coins energy. But your obstacle is that Ace of Cups energy. And also it could be that you're opening yourself up. You're opening yourself up to a little bit too much. So the obstacle you might need to overcome is that the feeling that you need to open up everything. You need to express everything maybe to this individual. Maybe you shouldn't do that just yet. I.e. with the Ace of Cups, it would be, oh my God, I'm so in love with you. Oh my God, you're this, you're that, the other. This looks to me like a relationship at the early stages to me, because you're looking, as the Page of Pentacles would be, you're looking at, well, what is the potential for us to build this thing together? What is the potential? And if you're looking at the potential of building something with someone, then it's got to be that this is new energy. So this is a new energy here, because you guys are fantasizing about probably being with someone with the Two of Cups energy, or you're fantasizing about, you've got visions for the future maybe. Maybe you're with someone here, or you're fantasizing about being with a particular person here. You're saying my goal is to look at what is the viable, how viable is it that we could build a relationship together. But I think you need to overcome the obstacle of yourself, really. If I'm being honest here, Virgo, with the Ace of Cups, I think that your obstacle is that you're far too emotionally kind of connected to this individual. Possibly some of you guys, you need to overcome the obstacle of wanting to open up, or being too, do you see what I mean? Being too romantic with the Ace of Cups energy, because this is kind of letting everything out, especially as I think this is a new relationship. If you do that, you could start building something, laying the foundations for something. I'm not saying it's romance, but certainly for a bit, a friendship or something that could possibly even lead to romance. But I think that you're trying to run before you can walk in this situation. That's how it feels to me on the reading. We've got all these aces. Aces mean new things. They mean new relationships. They're all about the newness. And there are a couple of them here as well. And plus you've got a young card, which is the Page. So to me, these three cards smack of something new happening here. And also the up in the airness of the Seven of Cups, looking at potential, visualizing, fantasizing about a relationship. It all looks very, very up in the air energy to me. What is it you need to avoid? King of Wands in the reverse. Is that meant to be? Yeah, King of Wands in the reverse. I think that you need to avoid somebody who's not I don't like the King of Wands in the reverse, and this is probably the person that you want to get involved with, to be perfectly honest with you. I see this as being representing a person here, Virgo. Now, the King of Wands in the reverse is often, he's not a great guy, I'm sorry. He's a liar. He's an extraordinarily, you know, he's independable. You can't depend on him. He'll make promises, he won't keep to them. He can be violent, he can be rude, he can be egotistical, he can be domineering, he can be pushy, he can be forceful, he can be extraordinarily shallow and superficial. He doesn't give a shit. I just feel that you need to avoid, if this is the person that you're dreaming of kind of building this relationship with, I think that you need to avoid somebody who probably carries the low traits with them. Somebody who says one thing but then doesn't do it. For example, it doesn't follow it through. There's no follow through with the King of Wands reverse. And I think that if you're dealing with the person here, you're visualizing having a relationship with such a person, you've got to avoid them. You know, you've just got to kind of keep them at arm's length. What is it that you should be embracing? The Eight of Wands energy. So the Eight of Wands energy is growth, spiritual growth, movement, messages, but you need to embrace instead of this. But then the King of Wands in the reverse can be a lack of confidence and no movement. So maybe you need to avoid not moving, not do anything. Maybe this isn't a person, because there's two different energies here. One energy is going, one energy is moving. That's the Eight of Wands, and one energy is not moving, and that's the King of Wands in the reverse. Not unless this is fleeing. Let's have a look at, that's interesting, because I'm going to try and clarify who this king, what is the King of Wands reverse. Let me just see what the cards say. Universe Spirit, you said Virgo should avoid the King of Wands in the reverse. What do you mean? One moment. So Universe Spirit, in two cards please. You said that Virgo should avoid the King of Wands in the reverse. What do you mean they should avoid the King of Wands reverse? What do you mean they should avoid the King of Wands reverse in two cards? Right, so the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is often the card that indicates somebody who is emotionally cut off sometimes. But also, can you see that hand there, the want? Sometimes when the Queen is like this, she's wanting something. She's asking for something. Queen of Swords energy. Oh, the Two of Cups. This person wants a relationship. It means want of a relationship here. Okay, King of Wands, because I don't see it turning its back. It's got its hand out. Can you see how she's got her hand out to the Two of Cups? Look how she's got her hand out there. Can you see there? She's got her hand out. She's got the hand. No. Okay. See that hand, but you see the sword. It's mixed messages. This is a person then. This person gives mixed messages, because the Queen of Swords can be mixed messages. In the one hand, with the sword, she says discard, and with the other she says come. So this is somebody who gives mixed messages in a relationship. That must be a person, and you need to avoid somebody who's giving you mixed messages in a relationship, and you need to embrace the Eight of Wands. What do you mean by they need to embrace the Eight of Wands then? What do you mean that in two cards? What do you mean that Virgo should embrace the Eight of Wands in two cards? Let's have a look. Alright, so Three of Cups. Hang on a minute. Three of Cups in the upright. Yeah, it's Three of Cups in the upright. So Three of Cups. So this is friendships. Page of Wands. I think you should embrace calling on your friends, going out. I think you should spend more time with your friends here. I think that you need to avoid somebody who's giving you mixed messages. I think whoever's in that Two of Cups energy is giving you mixed messages, Virgo. And you need to embrace with the Eight of Wands, getting out and about, reaching out to your friend, to your friends, you know, calling out to people. Maybe this is something to do with groups and reaching out to different groups. So the Eight of Wands to me is like looking further afield, reaching out to other groups. Maybe you need to get onto different dating sites or something like that. I don't think you should be sticking with this individual. It says that you need to overcome the obstacle of the Ace of Cups in Ace of Cups. What do you mean that Virgo needs to overcome the obstacle of the Ace of Cups? What do you mean Virgo needs to overcome the obstacle of the Ace of Cups? Show me in two cards. All right, those two want to come out. No, there's three of them. So the Eight of Cups energy shows up here. Alright, so walking away, blocking out. Okay. Hierophant energy. It's about somebody who's walking away and blocking out the Hierophant. Somebody who's ignoring. The Hierophant is doing the right thing. Somebody who's ignoring doing the right thing. The Eight of Cups energy, or they're blocking out. But this is what you need to overcome the obstacle of, the Eight of Cups energy. It's about somebody who's Eight of Cups energy. Somebody who's trying to find something here. Two of Swords energy. Okay. Somebody who's ignoring, I think, their insight. Two of Swords, I think, is because it wouldn't tally with this. The Ace of Cups is all about love, and it's about expressing one's feelings here. But this is about, I think that this is you ignoring your insight. Ignoring the code of conduct, I would probably say with that here, and doing the right thing. I think this goes beyond or goes against, Virgo, what you usually do. Because I think what it's saying is it's a pretty tricky combination in a way, because we're needing to tally it up with the Ace of Cups. You need to overcome the obstacle of the Ace of Cups. It's not reversed, it's in the upright. To me, this is expressing how you feel. Because what you're doing with, can you see how the Ace of Cups walks past the Two of Swords? Now, the Two of Swords can be your own insight, okay? The Hierophant is all about your morals, doing the right thing. Okay, so it's almost like with the Two of Swords flanking this Eight of Cups and the Hierophant. Hierophant is the moral code. It's doing things the right way. But I think with the Two of Swords, you're ignoring doing things the right way. And you're avoiding that. You're avoiding your insight with the Two of Swords to do things the right way with the Hierophant. And the right way is to keep your distance a little bit here. Because I think that what's happening with the Ace of Cups, Virgo, is you're opening up too much. So I feel that the obstacle is that you need to overcome is that you're opening, you're expressing everything to this individual. And I think that this person is not worthy of that, because I think this person gives mixed messages as the Queen of Swords in this relationship. You've got the Two of Cups again there. All right. By the end of the week, what you could achieve is the Eight of Pentacles, which is building something. But I'm not sure whether, I don't know whether this person gives you mixed messages because they're afraid of how you come across, Virgo, because you might come across as a little bit too much. Do you see what I mean? You might be coming across as a little bit too much, you know, saying, oh yeah, blah, 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 I really like you, blah, blah, with the Ace of Cups energy. You might come across, and it might scare this person. That might be why they're giving mixed messages, because they're like, oh, I don't really know who this. So the King of Wands might not be that bad. I just get the impression that you should be reaching out a little bit more to your friends. And if you need advice and support, go to somebody, Eight of Coins. Maybe go to somebody who can put a plan of action together for you with the Eight of Coins energy. Or go to somebody who you work with or something like that. Let's get this reading again, Virgo. So I know it's a love reading, but these generals can come up as anything. In terms of your general reading, what I'm seeing here is you guys are daydreaming, Seven of Cups energy, about being in a relationship with a particular person. And your goal is to see how viable it would be to start building a commitment with this person, with the goal. So of the Page of Coins. So you probably want to test the waters. You want to test them out. You want to ask stuff, that type of thing. But you need to avoid expressing too much to them, I think. Expressing too much emotion as well. Because I don't think you know them that well. If you do that by the end of the week or going forward into the further few weeks, you could be achieving the Ace of Coins, starting to little by little build some form of a foundation with them. Because I just don't think you're going to be able to build anything with this person, Virgo, if you start trying to kind of jump, you know, run before you can walk. I think that number one, you need to avoid the King of Wands in the reverse, getting somebody who gives you mixed messages. 1 minute they say yes, the next minute they say no. You know, and I think that they will act like this in response to you kind of doing the Ace of Cups, because I think that what you're doing is you're kind of ignoring the moral code, or you're ignoring the code of conduct, which is the Hierophant. With the Two of Swords, I think that you're ignoring the code of conduct. You know, you're avoiding your own insights. You're avoiding your own intuition in a way with the Two of Swords, and you're ignoring your own code. You know, and that code is, you know, let's take this slowly. You're kind of, it just feels like you're rushing ahead. If this isn't you, Virgo, then it's somebody doing it with you. All right, so it's either you that's doing it or it's somebody, to which you just reverse the reading onto that person, okay? So you need to avoid kind of somebody who's giving you mixed messages in this relationship. King of Wands in the reverse. They're not really in it, you know, with the King of Wands in the reverse. They say that they have the appearance of looking like they're into it, but when it comes to the proof in the pudding, they either, you know, they either let you down, or they don't show up, or, you know, they don't see a promise through, that type of thing. And you need to embrace just getting out there a bit more with the Eight of Wands. All right, embrace getting out there a bit more and mingling and talking to other groups and your other friends, and that, calling some of your friends, or, you know, contacting or connecting with other groups, that type of thing. If you need advice with the Eight of Coins energy, go to someone who can help you put a plan of action into place, maybe. I mean, I certainly feel that on this reading, Virgo, you want to lay down some roots with a person. You want to start kind of building a relationship, but I don't think you're going to be able to build anything with this person, because this person might see you, if I'm being honest, as coming across as being a bit needy. All right, and nobody likes a needy person. That might be why they're giving you mixed messages here. That might be why, as the King of Wands in the reverse, they're a little bit kind of like, oh, I don't want to go there with Virgo. They're a bit too, you know, they're a bit too much. You know, so you just got to kind of play it really cool. If this isn't you, Virgo, then this will probably be the other person. All right. All right. Bear with me one moment, Virgo. Oh, let me do your advice, actually. I'm just going to get your advice cards up. Oops, if I can get this deck here. Let's have a look, Virgo, what the advice is for the week from the universe. Universe Spirit, what is the advice you have for Virgo for the week on this reading? What's the advice you have for Virgo for the week on this reading? Please show me. So the advice, Virgo, is The Seven of Swords. Okay, one must have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. Okay, great. All right, bear with me then, Virgo. What we're going to do, we're going to have a look at your work reading. Okay, Virgo, so we've got the cards down for work. What do we see happening in work then? So the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords can be severance or it can be a sudden change. Ace of Swords energy. I feel that you're going to get some communication. There could be some sudden changes within a team, or you might be getting some news, because the Ace of Swords is news coming from a team or coming from the boss or something like that. There's some news coming, I think, here. I think you're going to have to remain strong in this news, in this time, because Strength card is to remain strong. I think you're going to have strength, because there's some news coming. It might be a sudden change, or there might be something like a sudden, you know, restructure happening within the team in which you need to be strong, or you might get some sudden news coming through, that type of thing. There's a King of Swords involved in the situation here, and a Queen of Cups energy. So I'm seeing a woman who's presented a Virgo. I'm seeing a woman here who has presented an idea, or she's presented something to this person here, and that's why I feel that there could be some sudden changes or swift changes with the Ace of Swords energy in the structure, I think, of a team. And I think you're going to have strength, need to have strength. Just feels to me that there could be somebody here who's presented an idea, or it could be that there's a strong leader maybe who's presented something new, or who's has a vision for something new here. Seven of Swords energy showing here. Seven of Swords, there's a strategy with the Seven of Swords, so this can be about avoidance showing up here. The Nine of Wands energy showing here. So the Nine of Wands is all about holding. Some of you guys, it's almost like you need to be cautious, because these two cards mean to be cautious. They both mean cautiousness. Seven of Swords means cautiousness. Nine of Wands. Some of you guys, though, are on your guard against somebody doing something underhanded here. Some of you guys feel that you need to protect your position from a Seven of Swords. It almost like you feel like I think that this is you needing to protect your position from someone who's trying to take. So it's almost like somebody's trying to take something. And I think it's these people here, this King of Swords and this Queen of Cups. I think somebody presented an idea to this king. And I think that you're going to have to remain strong, because I think that this news is going to come out maybe in a team meeting or something like that. All right, it feels like there's some sudden changes in the team, or there's going to be some news coming from the team meeting. In a team meeting, you're going to have to be strong. Somebody seems, one of these, and they'll be in positions of power. Somebody presented an idea to this king. I'm seeing you guys having to protect your territory from the Seven of Swords. Somebody who wants to take from something that you've built up already. It just feels like you're going to have to protect your territory from somebody who's trying to take, with the Seven of Swords energy showing here. Hanged Man. I think you're going to have to protect your territory, and you're going to have to try to hold on to things as they are, or as they were. Somebody wants to take something away from you here, Virgo. They want to take away something that you've built up in the job that you're doing here. They're looking to take it, because the Seven of Swords means to take. Let's have a look at the other one. The Four of Swords. Some of you guys might be needing to resign yourself with the Four of Swords energy here. The Ten of Cups, having to end a cycle maybe, having to leave perhaps with that Ten of Cups energy, because the Ten of Cups is to leave, it's to end the cycle, to fulfill your contract or fulfill your role. It's been a good role, but it might be, look, you know what, actually, I can't do this. I'm resigned to having to leave the job maybe with the Ten of Cups energy, having to kind of just see my period out, you know, see my contract out, and then just hang my boots up and go somewhere else, because I just feel that there's been somewhat of a restructure here, or there's some news coming in. You know, you've got this woman here, this Queen of Cups, who's presenting an idea. She's got the ear of the King of Swords. Can you see? She's presenting. Can you see? He's like, I'm listening. I'm listening. Look at him. Look at him. He's like, yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening. And she's presenting this cup to him. So she's presenting this new kind of idea. She's presenting something in the ear of this strong leader. So it's almost like you've got someone presenting an idea in the ear of the strong leader, the King of Swords and Strength, all right? And it's almost like the news will come out in a meeting, because this is a meeting with Three of Coins, and this could be the news coming out. So I'm seeing news coming out in a meeting, and you're going to have to remain strong, all right? Because I feel that there might be, I don't know whether the Hangman, whether they're going to be setbacks, or whether there's going to be kind of like a halt put on certain things. It looks like there's a halt being put on certain things here with the Hanged Man energy. And I feel that you guys are having to protect your territory from being taken. So it looks like they want to take your territory as well. It looks like they want to take your job, or they want to take your territory, or they want to take something that you've built up here, Virgo. And you're going to have to protect yourself from these people here taking what you've got. All right. I feel that you might, this Hangman almost smacks to me of you might wait probably for the next 12 weeks, perhaps, with the Hangman energy. Could be for the next 12 weeks you wait with the Hangman, but then it might be after the next 12 weeks, maybe on the 4th week, sorry, 12 weeks. Sorry, this could be because the Four of Swords is the 4 months. So if we looked at the Hanged Man maybe as being 12 weeks, we're looking at 3 months. And then we've got the Four of Swords, the 4th month. Within the 4th month, it might be that you decide to go. So if we look at 12 weeks, we're looking at November, December, January. Might be that you end up by the end of January leaving. Because, no, by the end of February, wouldn't it? November, December, January, February. So it might be that within 4 months, you decide, I'm going to leave with the Ten of Cups energy, because it might be that you say, I'm going to hold out, I'm going to see how it goes for the next sort of 12 weeks. I'll wait until after Christmas, and then maybe by February, the 4th month, you might decide, actually, I'm going to go. Because it just looks like there's been a restructure here. Two people seem to be restructuring everything. And along coming with this restructure, Virgo, is people are trying to take your territory. They're trying to take something that you've built up within your work. And you're kind of like, you know what, well, I'll see how it goes. I'll see if I can work within the parameters in this, because the Hangman is having to surrender, all right? And I feel that even though with the Nine of Wands energy, you're trying to protect your territory with that from this thief. The thieves, I think, are this King of Swords and this Queen of Cups, these two people here who are trying to take something away from the work that you've put in, from what you've built up here. Okay, and I feel that, you know, for you guys, it will be at first you'll surrender to it and you'll say, you know what, if I have to kind of surrender and just put up with some of their stuff for a little bit, as long as I can keep hold of my job, then that's fine. But I do feel that it's going to become increasingly harder, because I think that within 4 months, probably by next February, you guys are going to be looking to wrap up where you are, because you're just not going to be able to take the adjustments and the, you know, the restructuring that these people are putting into place. Because what's happening with the restructure that maybe these people are putting into place is it's actually damaging some of what you've created already. These people are trying to take away what you have built up with this Nine of Wands, and you're just trying to protect your territory from a thief, because he's a thief and he's trying to protect the territory from it. So you're trying to protect your territory, Virgo, from these people coming in and stealing what you've done. You know, and you say, okay, well, you know, I'll surrender to it for a bit and I'll see how it goes. But then within 4 months, you'll be like, fuck this, I'm off. You know, I've done my time, I've done the best, but I'm going. No hard feelings, I'm off. Let's have a quick look at what the advice is in terms of your career this week. Let's have a look. So for career, let's have a look here. So for your career, let's have a look. Advice, universe in 3 cards. What is the advice that you have for Virgo on career? What is the advice that you have for Virgo in terms of their career in this reading? So we've got 1, 2, and then we've got 3. Let's have a look. So we've got the 3 cards here. So the advice in terms of your career is Caterpillar. So the Caterpillar says, things will not always be this way and a change is coming, okay? The Bat showing here. So take care, enemies are working against you. And I told you, it's those people there. It's that, can you see how she has the ear of the king? This queen has the ear of the king. So this is the top guy. This is the second probably in command. All right, very strong leader is this person. Very, very strong. All right, has a great deal of power. Very powerful leader with the strength and the King of Swords. Very powerful. And this lady has the ear of the very powerful leader. And there's going to be some sudden news probably coming through in a meeting. They might also be looking to break up a team or something like that here. All right, you're trying to protect them from taking what you've already developed and built up. And that's why they're showing as the enemies. They're working against you. But things are not always going to be this way, Virgo, and a change is coming. What is the next one here? Scissors. All right, so disappointment in some affair. So it's saying that you're going to have some disappointment in some affair, okay? Because I think that you've got these enemies that are working against you in work. But things will not always be this way, and a change is coming, all right? Let's have a quick look at what the wealth reading is saying for Virgo as well. So we're going to put down the wealth cards here. Universe Spirit, what are you saying to Virgo about money? What do you see for money? Can you just show me what you see in terms of money for Virgo? What do you see in terms of money for Virgo? Okay, so 1, and 2 and 3. Okay, there we go. So for wealth, we've got the well. There's family wishes coming true for money, which is nice. Let's have a look. The staff. Okay, so the staff is you will be taken care of in difficult times, which is nice. So if you're going through difficulties financially, or you're deciding to leave a job or something and you're worrying about money, you'll be taken care of. God is going to take care of you. Family will take care of you in difficult times. Family wishes are coming true. And also the dagger shows up here, okay? So fear, worries, and tense situations. So in terms of your finances, Virgo, you might have some fears, some worries, some tense situations, okay? However, family wishes are going to come true and you will be taken care of in difficult times, okay? Right, bear with me, guys. I'm going to get your love reading down. So bear with me, please, Virgo. Okay, Virgo, so let's have a look for your love as well. So for love for the week, we've got, Knight of Cups. So that's a new lover coming in. Somebody showing you interest is the Knight of Cups. Somebody, flirting with you is a Knight of Cups energy. Oh, this is a new romance, isn't it? Knight of Cups. So somebody might be offering you out, for example, with that Knight of Cups on a date, for example, with the Two of Cups. I'm seeing a new romance happening here. With a King of Coins. So I'm seeing a new romance happening with a King of Coins, Virgo. This could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn individual. Could also be a business person as well. This could be somebody who's looking for a long-term relationship. So this is new romance. Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, or being offered out on a date by a King of Coins. Let's have a look at the next one. Looks very positive. Could be very, very positive with the Sun. Could herald a very positive change in your life for the Sun. This is coming to fruition with the Sun. Oh wow, look at those cards. Oh my God, they are beautiful. This looks really positive, really, really positive. I mean, this could herald a really positive change within your life. It could be that you end up with a Four of Wands getting engaged or something like that. It's really, really good because the Sun would be the positive new change, and after that Sun comes that Four. So this could herald a positive change. It could see you guys with the Four of Wands energy, living happily ever after, getting married, that type of thing. Very, very nice energies, Virgo. Beautiful. Oh, King of Cups. So you've got a couple of people showing up here. King of Cups energy showing up here. There's somebody who's sending you messages here, though. King of Cups, Eight of Wands energy here. This person seems to be at a distance, I think. Also, this could be sending messages over the internet. So emails, things like that, Snapchat, that type of thing. What the hell? How many people you got on the go? Jeez, there's loads of people here. King of Wands. Oh my God, Three of Cups. No wonder you got third party shit going on all over this reading. You got a King of Pentacles, you got a King of Cups, and you got a King of Wands. All right, some very strong male energy, especially if you're female, heterosexual, or male and gay. Or you could be bisexual, whatever. But you've got three very strong masculine energies around you this week and going into the further few weeks, and it all looks really good. It really does. Number one, I'm seeing you guys being offered out on a date from a King of Pentacles, and I think it could be a very positive one as well. I think that it could herald a positive change with the Sun energy, possibly even leading to marriage with the Four of Wands energy. I'm also seeing another person here. This could be, so one person could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The other one could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian. Somebody who's messaging you. This could be from the other side of the world with the world energy, or they're messaging you through things like Snapchat or Twitter or Facebook with the world energy. I'm also seeing the King of Wands energy here, somebody who you're probably partying with and celebrating. You got all sorts of options for love. So many options, unbelievable. You got three guys around you, lots of men, and they're all showing interest. This person here is looking over at the world as well. So this person is probably looking for success, and you've got World and the Sun, two cards that represent things coming to fruition, success, achievement. A goal's being attained. This person might be looking for a goal, might be looking to attain a goal with you, for example, here. You do have those three kings, strong masculine energy around you. You've got men all around. If you're a woman and you're heterosexual, you got all of this energy going on around you. One more time, new relationship with this King of Coins. It looks very positive, could herald a very positive change. You might be able to get married to this person. It might be that you end up getting married. I've got a King of Cups, though, that's contacting you, possibly from somewhere quite far, or they're contacting you through Snapchat, Twitter, that type of thing. I've also got a King here who you seem to be meeting up with and socialising with as well. So I've got you dating all over the show, man. all over the show. And we've got 3 of Cups here, so there's multiple people involved in the situation. You've got so many people around you, so many options. So many options. Wow, so many options for love. That's incredible. What an incredible reading, Virgo. Let's have a quick look, Virgo, at so you're not short of a few admirers, are you? Okay, let's have a look. I might call that the reading, actually. Not short of admirers. I think I'll call it that. Let's have a quick look at what the advice is on your love reading. Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Virgo on love? What is the advice that you have for Virgo on this love reading? Show me in 3 cards. What is the advice? So we've got 1, 2, and show me 1 more card, please, for advice for Virgo for love. So we've got 3 cards here. So for love, what we've got is Kangaroo. So unsettled times, you need to plan ahead into. Well, I'm not surprised. You've got so many people around you. The Mule as well. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. That's interesting, okay? And also, finally, we have the Stork. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. I mean, it could be that maybe these, relationships take off because, maybe these are business people, because 3 Kings in a reading is strong masculine energy. These are people who have great power and great authority as well. So maybe this is for some of you guys something about business. Maybe you're meeting these people through business or something like that. But you're not short of others. Trust me on that one. That's incredible. All right, then let's have a quick look at what your spiritual advice is. What blessings are coming to you this week, Virgo? What blessings are coming to Virgo this week? What blessings are coming to Virgo this week? Show me. So Virgo, the blessings coming to you are... Let's have a look. A blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because you've got all these geezers around you. You've got a lot of options. You're not short of admirers at all. So the universe is indeed blessing you to ease your loneliness and bring companionship into your life. Incredible. All right, that is your reading, my darlings. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like to order a personal reading, you can. Click on the link in the comment section or in the end screen if you want to, my darlings. Also, thanks to everyone who ordered a personal reading, a personal 2020 year ahead reading. If you'd like to order one, you can. Go straight through to the website and it's on there. And yeah, that's it. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me and have a great day. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.